Hi there everybody. My name is Emma and this is Vinyasa Yoga. Today we are going to practice a strong flow. We'll be breathing, moving, sweating a little bit, and practicing a little bit of balance. So let's meet on our mats in child's pose. So child's pose, you can bring your big toes together, open your knees a little bit wider than your hips, and then sink your hips back towards your heels as you relax your torso forward, forehead meeting the ground or a block. And taking a few moments to settle into your breath here. Deepen your inhales and exhales. And as you do so, begin to detach from the day that you had before you got on your mat, worries about the day ahead. Really focus your attention inward, towards your breath, and towards your practice, this moment, right now. Let the next few breaths be a little reset for you, wherever you are in your day or week. Allowing yourself to let go of whatever you need to let go of, and to really ground yourself in this moment. Take a big breath in through your nose. Feel your front body, back body, and sides expand. And let a deep sigh out your mouth, noticing everything coming back in towards your center. Try that again. Big breath in, feeling yourself grow and expand. And long sigh out, grounding back to center. Gently begin to lift up just enough to slide your right arm underneath your left palm, facing the sky, letting your right temple rest onto the mat. Beautiful. Stretching your fingers away from your body to deepen the stretch, and pressing the back of your right palm into the ground to intensify sensation, if that feels good to you. Always listening to your body in this practice and in all practices, and knowing that our child's pose is one you can come back to at any point. With your next inhale, send your right arm back, facing the top of the mat, and thread your left arm underneath, resting your left temple onto the mat. Reaching through both fingertips, maybe grounding through your left palm or left back of your hand. With your next inhale, both arms reach out in front of you. Exhale here, and inhale to roll up to tabletop pose. Stack your wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips, and then we'll start to move a little bit. Inhale to drop your belly, gaze to the sky. Exhale, tuck your tail, chin to chest, press the ground away. Moving through some cat-cows, the option to stay right here, or you can tuck your toes and lift your knees a couple of inches off the ground as you do your cat-cows. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 more rounds of breath, so choose the option that feels best to you. Feeling your core engaged, pressing through the pads of each finger. Beautiful. Make your way back to your neutral tabletop. Spread your fingers wide. Imagine your thumbs working towards each other, kind of squeezing the mat in between them. Draw your belly button up and in. Find length from your tail to the crown of your head. Strong foundation. When you're ready, option to extend your right leg back behind you, toes down towards the ground. Maybe you stay here, maybe you come to our first little balance. Left fingertips are reaching out in front of you. Option to stay and hold, or harness that cat-cow. Exhaling to draw knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend, exhale to curl in. Nice job. One more round of breath here in movement or in stillness. With your next inhale, plant your left hand. Extend your right leg long behind you. Rotate 90 degrees on your left knee, opening up. So hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Reach your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat as you lift your right leg up off the mat. Long line. Playing with some balance. You might feel this in your outer hips. Beautiful. One more big breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale, crunch in. Beautiful. One last time. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Then inhale brings you back to your tabletop. Take a round of cat-cow. And then find your strong foundation, taking a moment to set up through your base, through your core, arms and shoulders, and then extend your left leg back behind you, toes pointing down towards the ground. Active low belly, right fingertips float up off the mat. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you harness your cat-cow shape. Moving with your breath, inhaling to find extension, and exhaling to curl in. Nice job. We'll take one more, inhaling to reach long, exhaling to curl in. With your next inhale, right hand plants, left toes come down to the mat. So you rotate on your right knee, opening up. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, and then extend your left arm, bicep alongside your ear as you float your left leg up off the mat. Pause here. Breathe. Then option to find movement. With your next exhale, bringing knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch in. One more. Beautiful job, everyone. With your next inhale, curl your way back down to your tabletop. Step your palms a palm print in front of where they are right now. Tuck your toes. Gently lift your knees off the mat as you press your chest towards your thighs, and then hips to the sky. Straightening your legs any amount. Knees can still be bent. This is our first downward dog of the day. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise to stand. Arms sweep wide and up. Exhale, fold forward, directly back down. Moving with your breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant. Step back to your high plank pose. Anytime we're in high plank, knees can be lifted or on the ground. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale to lower to your mat. Slowly and keeping your elbows tucked in close to your ribs. Inhale to find a little back bend. And exhale, tuck your toes, press back to down dog. Coming through reverse push-up or reverse tabletop, or regular tabletop, reversing it to get to down dog. Inhale your gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, bend through your knees. Step, walk, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to release. Inhale to rise to stand. We'll do that again. One more sun salutation A. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Extending to the crown of your head. Exhale, hands plant. Step back to plank. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Find your back bend with an inhale. Maybe it's a cobra, maybe it's an upward dog. Exhale your way to down dog. Nice job. Big breath in. Deep sigh out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, arrive at the top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise to stand, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands meet together, heart center. Pause here. One round of breath, just checking in with yourself. We'll come to some standing balances. So bring your weight into your left foot. Feel all four corners of your foot. Find a gentle bend in your knee as you inhale your right knee into your chest, giving it a little squeeze. Draw your shoulder blades together on your back body. Gentle tuck of the tail and lift through the top of your head. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale, send your right foot back, high lunge. Pause here. With your next exhale, move your torso 45 degrees forward and sweep your arms back alongside your hips. Gently tuck your left hip back in space, right hip forward. Draw your low belly in towards your spine, length through your spine. Inhale to keep your torso as it is and sweep your arms forward. Exhale to sweep them back. Nice job. Inhale to sweep them forward. Exhale to sweep them back. One more time. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, biceps along your ears. Exhale to sweep them back. With your next inhale, plant your hands around your left foot. Step your left foot back and then move to side plank on the right. So transition your weight into your right hand, come to the outside of your right foot. Side plank. Pause here, or with an exhale, scoop your left arm underneath your body. Finding a little twist. Inhale to lift. Exhale to scoop. One more. Nice job. Inhale back to your side plank. Exhale to regular plank and move through your vinyasa. Shifting forward, lowering half or all the way. Finding the back bend that suits you best at this point in practice. And then making your way to down dog. Three breaths in down dog. Option to settle in stillness here. If you'd like to continue building heat, you can inhale your way forward to a plank and exhale your way back to down dog. Whatever you need for today's practice. Always an option to come to child's pose too when we're in any shape really. But we'll be meeting in down dog as we move on, catching the other side. So inhale your gaze forward between your hands. Exhale to arrive at the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come up to standing. Arms sweep wide and meet at heart center. Bring your weight into your right foot. Shift your weight forward, back, side, side. Gentle bend in your knee. Feel firm and rooted as you inhale your left knee to your chest. Take a moment here to draw your belly button in. Magnetize your shoulder blades together. Find a fixed gaze in front of you. Big breath in. Exhale, step your left foot back to high plank. Or excuse me, high lunge. We're coming to planks, but lunge for now. Pause as you settle in. And then when you're ready, shift your torso forward over your thigh as you sweep your arms back alongside your body. Tuck your right hip back, pressing your left hip forward. Inhale to keep your torso as is, long spine, as you sweep your arms in front of you. Exhale to sweep them back. Inhale to sweep them forward. Exhale to sweep them back. Nice job. One more time. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale to plant your hands. Shift your weight into your your left palm as you shift onto the left edge of the outer edge of your left foot. Goodness, I'm all twisted up today. Option to stay here in a side plank. Or with an exhale, scoop your right arm underneath your left side. Inhale to open. Exhale to scoop. Inhale to open. Exhale to scoop. One last inhale. And exhale to plank. Shifting forward, moving through your vinyasa. Taking it or leaving it. modifying as best suits you. We'll take 3 big breaths in down dog. With each exhale, feel yourself letting go of something you're holding on to. Could be something mental or emotional. It could be a little bit of tension in your body. From down dog, inhale your gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, and step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise to stand. Arms sweep wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We'll start to add on to that. So weight comes to your left foot. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, sweep your foot back, but this time keep it lifted. We're coming to our warrior 3. Toes on your right foot are dialed down to the ground like they were in our tabletop. Long line from the crown of your head to your heel. One more big breath here. Exhale, come to your high lunge. Beautiful. Arms sweep up. Exhale, torso forward, 45 degrees. Arms come alongside your hips. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, release them back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, release them back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, release them back. Beautiful. Inhale to plant your hands, come to your side plank. So weight comes into your right hand, come to the outer edge of your right foot, opening up. Exhale to scoop. Inhale to open. Exhale to scoop. Inhale to open. Exhale to scoop. Inhale to open. Okay, stay with me here. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Step your left foot through. Inhale, back to high lunge. Pause. Exhale, shift your torso forward 45 degrees. Exhale, arms alongside your body. Inhale, palms meet your heart center. Press weight into your left foot, lifting your right toes off, warrior 3. Keep your gaze or drishti fixed on something unmoving in front of you. Someplace on the floor. One more big breath. Exhale, hinge the hips, fingertips plant. Right foot lifts up, but keeping your hips square. Standing splits. Exhale, right foot comes alongside your left, forward fold. Take hold of opposite elbows with opposite hands. And relax here. As you're ready, we'll begin to make our way to side 2. So release your fingertips towards the ground. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to release. Inhale, bend through your knees, rise up to standing, arms sweep wide. Hands meet at heart center. Shift your weight to your right foot. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3 on the other side. So send your left leg back behind you. Keep it lifted. Heel, hips, and head all in one line. Breathing here. Strong core, strong standing leg and lifted leg. With your next exhale, high lunge. Left toes plant. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, shift forward 45 degrees. Arms sweep alongside your body. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale, left hand plants, side plank. Outer edge of your left foot, opening up. Exhale to curl and scoop with your right arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, curl and scoop. Inhale to lift. Exhale, curl and scoop. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right hand plant, step through with your right foot, returning to your high lunge. Inhaling up. Exhaling to shift forward, arms alongside your body. Inhale, palms meet at heart center. Press off your left toes, returning to warrior three. 3 big breaths here. Creating space in your heart, opening up through your collarbones by drawing your shoulder blades together on your back body. With your next exhale, hinge at the hips, fingertips plant. Keep your hips square as you send your left heel to the sky. And exhale, left foot meets right, forward fold. Nice job. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Move through your vinyasa. Shifting forward, lowering all the way. Finding a back bend on an inhale. And then let your exhale bring your knees to the ground, returning to child's pose. Big breath in. Big sigh out. Big breath in. Big sigh out. Last time, big breath in. Big sigh out. With your next inhale, begin to shift your weight forward, rising up. Sit your hips back on your heels. And we'll interlace our hands behind our back. Inhale to send your knuckles down towards the ground, opening through your chest. If you have a little bit of space in your shoulders, you might be able to keep your hands or your palms pressed together, keeping the bases of your hands touching. If not, you can kind of open up your wrists to create a square. Breathing here, you might find a little bit of movement in your head or neck. Meeting back in center, we'll release our hands, maybe take a shoulder roll or two, and then shift our hips to one side. Plant your feet on the mat in front of you, arms or hands planted back behind you. Inhale to reverse tabletop, pressing through your palms and feet to lift your hips up to the sky. Option to stay here, or find a little bit of movement with your exhale, sending your hips back between your hands, straightening through your legs. Inhale to shift forward, table or reverse table. Exhale, sweep your hips back, keeping them lifted. We'll take 3 more of these. Letting yourself play a little bit, have some fun with these shapes. Last round of breath here. Beautiful. Lower your hips down to the mat. Take a couple of little rolls with your wrist as you extend your legs out in front of you. You might want to make your way towards the middle of your mat. We'll be coming down to our backs eventually here. Flexing through your toes. Rotate your thighs internally and inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale to fold forward any amount, hinging at the hips, leading with your heart. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. With your next inhale, rise up. Take a bend in your knees. Sit up tall, link through your spine. And come to boat pose. Your boat pose might have your feet on the floor. Maybe you lift one or both legs. Keeping that internal rotation of your legs. You might stay here, maybe extend through your palms, maybe extend through your legs. And maybe you add movement, exhaling to lower any amount. Inhaling to lift back to your boat. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to lift. One more. And then we'll all lower to our backs. When you arrive here, take a bend through your knees, opening your feet about mats with distance. Rock your knees to the right and to the left. When you've evened out sides, bring your knees back to center. Walk your feet hip-width distance apart, and then send your heels up towards your hips. Coming to our bridge pose. So take a big breath in. Release a long sigh out. With your next inhale, root through the soles of your feet to press your hip points up to the sky. Find length in the back of your neck. An option to take hold of the outsides of your mat or interlace your hands underneath you, kind of tucking your shoulders underneath. Breathing here. With your next exhale, slowly curl down. Walk your feet mats with distance again. Let your knees come to the right and to the left. Send your feet back towards center. Knees to the sky. This time we'll cross our right ankle over our left thigh, coming to our figure four. You might get a nice hip stretch right here, pressing your right knee away from you, either with your knee or maybe gently, very gently, encouraging it with your hand. You might like to deepen the stretch by drawing your left thigh in towards your body. Finding some softness here. If you'd like to add in a hamstring stretch, you can straighten through your left leg any amount. Really making this pose work for you. We'll be here about 3 more breaths. With your next exhale, unwind your legs. Draw both your knees into your chest. You might gently rock side to side, or press your tailbone into the mat and then release it, noticing different sensations of compression that you feel in your hips. Release your knees, plant your feet back on the mat, and cross your left ankle over your right. Maybe you stay here, sending your left knee away from you in space, or maybe you draw your right knee into your chest. Slowing and smoothing your breaths. Finding about 3 more rounds of breath right here. ready, uncross your legs, draw both knees into your chest. Option to stay right here, or you can take a happy baby by opening your knees to the outer edges of your mat, taking a hold of the outside of your feet, and pressing the soles of your feet up towards the sky as you open through your hips. You might rock side to side here, straighten through one or both legs, or stay in stillness. Slowly begin to release, meeting with your knees, once again tucked into your chest. Squeeze your nose up towards your knees, hugging your shins in with your arms, creating a tiny ball with your body. Take a full breath in, and exhale to extend long, relaxing through your arms and legs. Pausing in a quiet, relaxed shape. Ending our practice with Shavasana. Tuning back in to a quiet mind, smooth breath. You've lost sight of that. Perfectly natural for our minds to wander. But letting these next few moments guide us into a space of stillness and relaxation, rooting in this moment and rooted in our breath. Stay here as long as you'd like. If you'd like to wrap up practice with me, begin to find movements in your fingers and toes and take a long stretch overhead. As you're ready, begin to shift your way onto one side and then press yourself up to a seat. Let your movements be slow and intentional, with your awareness focused inward. Meeting in a comfortable seat, feel yourself rooted into the earth beneath you. Sit up a little extra tall, reaching with the crown of your head. Inhale your fingertips out and up. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. Send some gratitude to yourself for coming out on your mat, for moving and breathing, making space in your life to nurture that connection between your breath and your mind and your body. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your practice.